The displacement space in Africa is often portrayed as a space with a single bleak story, one that's marked by poverty, despair, and hopelessness. Yet in reality, displacement in Africa is a dynamic ecosystem shaped by agency, innovation, and opportunity. Our mission is ambitious: to unlock opportunity for Africa's youth, especially those who have experienced displacement. This year, we challenged ourselves to deepen our work in frontier regions, places where the world often tells only a single story of crisis. Together with our partners, we took Africa Forum on Displacement to Kakuma refugee camp. We spent time with our fellows in Changwali, Kiriadongo, Jos, Asaba, Abuja, and Cape Town, and saw how the work we're doing with you is reshaping the understanding of displacement across the continent.
We're at a turning point in how displacement on the continent is being addressed. For a long time, displacement in Africa has been treated primarily as a humanitarian challenge. And now we're seeing this narrative shift as the private sector takes an active role in shaping solutions for displaced communities that are economic, scalable, and rooted in opportunity. Over the course of this year, we've engaged over 300 private sector actors across multiple sectors. And these companies have joined us through convenings, roundtables, and learning spaces, and many also came together at the Africa Forum on Displacement, where businesses moved beyond conversation to define tangible pathways to jobs, procurement, and market access. Today, we close the year with over 244,000 job pledges from partners who increasingly see displaced talent as part of Africa's economic future. And this includes companies like the Bank of Agriculture in Nigeria, the Africa Talent Company, and the Hormuud Salaam Foundation in Somalia. We're also partnering with Etihad Airways to build a training center in partnership with an RLO in Nairobi, which will create training and employment pathways for hundreds of young women. This is not just about goodwill, it's about building the systems, partnerships, and markets that make inclusion possible at scale.
The Amahora Coalition has been engaging with partners in Somalia, such as Beko-backed BTI and City University of Mogadishu, who are working on market demand-driven jobs in various sectors. This year, we also engaged with the Hormuud Salaam Foundation, who have committed to creating 10,000 jobs for young people in Somalia. We also got the chance to serve on the advisory committee for the National Development Solutions Conference, hosted by the National Centre for Rural Development and Durable Solutions, which gave us a chance to contribute to system-level strategies, ones that can unlock long-term opportunities for young people across the country.
My job this year was to connect our clients to jobs. To do that, we built the Skills Hub, a tech platform that has become Africa's largest digital pipeline for job-ready talent from displaced and host communities. Through outreach in countries like DRC, Nigeria, Rwanda, and Kenya, and virtually, we have welcomed 6,000 talented users from 27 countries and posted over 3,000 job opportunities from our partners. And to everyone who has signed up, a big thank you. I get a notification for each new user, and every single one reminds me that the platform is working, that opportunity is becoming accessible, one person at a time.
This year, we welcomed 41 new fellows into our third cohort, bringing the Amahora Fellowship community to 88 leaders across Africa. These are founders, employers, organizers, and system builders driving change in some of the continent's most complex contexts. A highlight for me this year has been witnessing the scale of impact our fellows can achieve when given the right support and resources. Our Cohort 1 fellows created over 1,200 jobs within 24 months, and that is only a portion of the broader economic and social change unfolding across our network. This year, Amahora also made some of the largest single funding injections of up to 1 million into refugee-led organizations on the continent, backing ideas that too often struggle to access early-stage capital. These investments are enabling fellows to move from concept to scale across sectors including IT, healthcare, agriculture, sustainability, and the creative industries. What excites me the most is that we are no longer just building individual leaders. We are cultivating a Pan-African network. To see a fellow in South Africa purchase seeds for another fellow in DRC Congo to yield more harvest in their agribusiness, another fellow mobilizing sales agents for a colleague in healthcare, among many others. This year also marked another incredible milestone where we celebrated our first graduation with 17 fellows from Cohort 1 on the sidelines of the AFD and build the foundation of our alumni program. A space where fellows continue to grow, support one another, and multiply impact far beyond the fellowship year.
Looking ahead to 2026, we're very excited about what's next. One of our priorities is to leverage our Skills Hub and RLO networks to connect job-ready talent from displaced and host communities with the opportunities from the private sector. The pipeline in our Skills Hub is growing, and our focus now is to work with committed employers who are ready to turn this opportunity into jobs. In January, we will also start the process of welcoming our 4th cohort of fellows. And later in the year, we'll host the 4th edition of the Africa Forum on Forced Displacement, creating opportunities to move from conversation to action. As we close this year, I would like to appreciate all of our partners who've joined us to build this together. Thank you to our incredible team, our fellows, our partners, and our funders for your trust, collaboration, and belief in what's possible. This work moves forward because of you.